Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony will commence shortly. Please be seated.
To our dear participants, kindly switch your mobile phones to silent mode. Thank you for your kind cooperation and attention. And we'd like to ask HTAsiaLink board member to sit at the front row. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow us to share with you a fun activity via Twitter. And this is the Twitter hashtag HTAsiaLink 2022. We would like to let you know that we will be awarding one winner with the most hashtags on their post using HTAsiaLink 2022. And we will be presenting the winner on the last day during the closing ceremony.
Another award will go to the photo contest winner. So feel free to share your favorite moments that you capture at HTAsiaLink 2022. Post it on the Whova application, and then we will pick one winner at the end.
The 10th HTAsiaLink conference would be happening under the theme, The Role of HTA in the New Normal, driving the post-COVID health system through evidence-informed decisions.
With the spirit of the network, close to 350 attendees from 40 organizations in 20 countries joining this conference as the organizational, associate, and individual members.
The HTAsiaLink conference aims to broaden the scope of the network to move beyond HTA and embrace broader health service, systems, and policy research, specifically on the topic of COVID-19. Aside from the traditional HTA panel sessions, we aim to include special forums in the conference that explore the latest research on the social, political, and ethical aspects of health systems.
The conference provides a great opportunity for participants to share their knowledge, research findings, and experience. Thank you for your participation, and we're excited to have you all throughout the 3 days of the conference.
Distinguished guests, presenters, participants, ladies and gentlemen.
สวัสดีค่ะ Good afternoon, and we are delighted to welcome all of you to Royal Cliff Grand Hotel, Pattaya, Thailand, for the opening ceremony of the 10th HTAsiaLink Conference 2022.
My name is Ryan Jonathan.
My name is Prawa Kulatnam or Wawa, and we are your hosts for the opening ceremony today.
All right, so let's warm things up. So, Wawa, we are here in this beautiful country of Thailand and this beautiful beach here. So why don't we learn more about the Thai culture? So maybe we can start with Thai language.
Yeah, so allow me to be an ambassador of the Thai native. So if you taste something very yummy, you would say อร่อย with the R. อร่อย
Aroy?
Yeah, that's
Aroy?
nice.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And if you want to give some gimmick, you can add the very at the end. อร่อยมาก
Aroy mak?
Yeah, that's very yummy.
Okay, so aroy mak.
Yes.
Okay, so let's hear from the audience. 3, 2, 1.
That's great.
Okay.
I bet you will say this all across the days.
All right, so maybe what else can we say? Maybe to say thank you?
All right, so to say thank you is very easy. ขอบคุณ
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 Okay, ขอบคุณ Yeah.
And for male, ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณครับ
And for female, ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So maybe we can try it. ขอบ and ka. So
Yeah.
in 3, 2, 1.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Maybe there's a lack of energy. One more time.
Yeah, one more
3,
time.
2, 1. Okay.
Thank
I hope
you.
you all use that. Starting from today, I will be using that as well. Okay. So other than language, what else are we excited about during this conference here at Pattaya?
So apart from scientific program, we prepare a lot of activities for you guys and also the beautiful scenery of Pattaya. So we'll switch to the poll on Whova to ask you what are you most excited about at this conference. So feel free to go to the home tab on your Whova application and share with us what are you most excited about at this conference.
Okay. So we'll give some time. You can click the app on your phone and you could share with us. So I see networking. I agree, me too. I'm
Of
excited
course.
to meet new people.
It's been 2-3 years since
yeah.
the in-person conference like this.
All right.
Yeah.
What else do we see?
Plenary session.
All right. Are
So
you joining
after
any?
this, we will have like the first plenary session.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Definitely look forward to it.
Okay. Maybe one more thing, information, definitely. We'll all be learning something new.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we'll be taking home some very good lessons for learning. And yeah, okay.
All right. You can continue to do this throughout the event or share with us in person. Yeah. All right. So after the poll, we'll now switch back to the formal opening ceremony. We are here today to celebrate the 10th HTAsiaLink conference. For the past 10 years, this meaningful platform has been offering members a joint opportunity to build capacity, learn from one another, and move the path forward together in health technology assessment.
That's right, Wawa. And now we have come to a very important section of today's ceremony. And to kick off, we are pleased to have with us our very noble chairperson of HITAP Foundation. Professor Vicharn Panich sits in the University Council of 3 universities. He serves as chairman of the board of 7 foundations and member of the board of 3 foundations. He has written 13 books on education, 3 books on knowledge management, 3 books on research management, and 3 books on university governance, all in Thai. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Professor Vicharn Panich.
สวัสดีครับ Good afternoon, all participants in this room and those who are joining virtually. It is such a delight to be physically on the stage for the first physical HTAsiaLink annual conference after the COVID-19 pandemic began. The pandemic threw us unprepared into the era of the new normal. We had to keep a physical distance from each other. This unfortunately resulted in the 9th HTAsiaLink annual conference being postponed to 2021 and converted to a virtual one. COVID-19 is still with us, but we can now be here again, together in the same room. And we know better than ever how our work on HTA can contribute to making the world better at the time of crisis and beyond. While the pandemic was at its peak, I am certain that as an HTA researcher working on public health and health systems research, you will have all work hard to generate evidence and provide recommendations to support your government's move to combat COVID-19. For HTA users, that evidence must have proved its value and usefulness. This remains true in the post-COVID world. But if COVID-19 has taught us anything, it is that our health systems need to be equipped with resilience. They need to respond to foreseen and unforeseen challenges. And we need to and can be creative about how health services are delivered. New technologies and means to deliver health services have been introduced and employed during this time and will continue to be used. For example, telehealth has become an important tool, and artificial intelligence and other disruptive technologies for health are emerging. HTA researchers have to keep up or even be ahead of these changes. HTA is a field that is continuously developing, with new approaches such as real-world evidence, which will further improve the relevance of HTA evidence. In this HTAsiaLink annual conference, we will discuss about these crucial issues, which will be highly relevant to both HTA researchers and HTA users. This conference also marks the 10th annual conference hosted by HTAsiaLink, and the HTAsiaLink network will soon be celebrating the 12th anniversary in the coming January. We have grown significantly as a network from only 3 organizational members. At the beginning, we are now a network of 44 organizational members, 6 associate members, and close to 35 individual members across the Asia-Pacific region and beyond. We have collaborated in research projects and signed memorandum of understanding with 2 other networks, which can help us thrive even more through knowledge exchanges. In the first conference in Phetchaburi, Thailand, we were around 80 participants, and in this conference, we are joined by more than 330 participants from 36 organizations. The HTAsiaLink network and its flagship annual conference were established with the objectives of networking, capacity building, and promoting research collaboration. So these 3 days are going to be packed with networking and learning. You will have the opportunity to connect with international experts as well as other fellow HTA researchers and HTA users. There will be many aspiring HTA researchers from various research areas and backgrounds who will share the outcome of their hard work, which you can learn from and exchange your ideas with, which can be a means to building capacity. Ultimately, we would be delighted if all these networking and capacity building activities can lead to research collaboration in the future. The organizing committee has done its best to ensure you will experience all this during the conference. Apart from academic sessions, there will be networking activities throughout the conference. We hope this will be a conference to remember you, and I would like to send warm wishes and greetings to all of you here and online. With this, I hereby declare the 10th HTAsiaLink conference officially open. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you, Professor Vicharn Panich, for the opening remarks. The official opening of the 10th HTAsiaLink will be marked by striking the Thai traditional gong by Professor Vicharn. For this ceremony, we would like to request Professor Vicharn to strike the gong 3 times as a symbol of luck during the conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now continuing our session to the next agenda. We are going to hear the keynote speech delivered by Dr. Rungrueng, Kitphati. Dr. Rungrueng is the advisor to the Ministry of Public Health, the Director of Health Technical Office, the Chairperson of the Ministry of Public Health Intelligent Unit, as well as the Spokesperson of the Ministry of Public Health in Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Rungrueng, Kitphati.
สวัสดีครับ Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Ministry of Public Health, the Royal Thai government is truly an honor to welcome you to the 10th HTAsiaLink annual conference in Pattaya, Thailand. It is undeniable that the use of evidence in policy has become more and more significant in the past decades. And at Ministry of Public Health Thailand, this is one of top priority that we value and consider when making policy decisions. Key examples include the use of health technology assessment, including cost-effectiveness analysis or HTA, in the development of the Universal Health Coverage Benefit Package, in National List of Essential Medicine and National List of Essential Vaccine. Insightful and useful research study also inform the Thailand COVID decision making, such as the non-pharmaceutical intervention, including COVID lockdown or border closure, as well as treatment and vaccine policy. As a chair of the Thai Ministry of Public Health Intelligence Unit, MIU, which provide evidence-informed recommendation to the top-level policy maker in Thailand. This would not be possible without timely information sharing and strong collaboration our HTA network in Thailand, led by HITAP, and in the region through HTAsiaLink. As such, the Ministry of Public Health are pleased to grant funding to support this conference, as this occasion is not only a scientific conference, but also serves the purpose of capacity building platform for researchers, especially the young generation who will be critical part of the future policy making at your home country and across the network. Seeing you all here, I see tremendous potential for the HTAsiaLink network to grow and succeed in continued support to the public health decision and enhance the use of HTA in developing and striving for the better health for all. I wish you all success in this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rungrueng. Now we would like to dedicate this time to Dr. Charay Vichathai, the Research Manager of Health System Research Institute, Thailand, to deliver his keynote speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Charay.
Good afternoon, every participant. And thank you very much for inviting the Director of Health System Research Institute, Thailand, to share the keynote speech today. But unfortunately, he's been away somewhere, I don't know. But he asked me to give the keynote speech. And okay, I have a slide. Okay, good. Thank you very much. What I'm trying to do today, I think I'm going to talk longer than the previous speaker because I have not much experience, but I have some experience working with the HITAP and health technology assessment researchers before. And HSRI is a research grantor in health system and policy research. And basically, we really want to have the policy, practice guideline, and particularly the health technology assessment, very important one because it's a key law of universal coverage policy in Thailand. We all know that. And the basic thing we really want to invest in the health technology assessment, not just only the research with findings to put forward for the health service benefit policy, but also capacity building as well, because we work quite a long time with other leading organizations, particularly the HITAP, to develop capacity building. And thanks very much, and I have to give a big congratulations to the HTAsiaLink that already passed 10 years, because I asked Dr. Yot, and he said that it's already 11 years, okay? And you are not a schoolboy, you are going to the high school. Let's start with the challenge. Okay, hang on. Yes? No. All right. And the outline today, I give a talk a bit about what Health System Research Institute is. Actually, we are a health system policy research grantor, but not only a single funder in Thailand, believe me or not, because in Thailand we are several research funders, for example, the National Research Council, and also others, as well as other departments of the Ministry of Public Health, and also the academic institutions have their own research budget to support the health and medical science research. And the other thing is, I want to lay out a bit about the challenges from my experience. And the last topic, very important one, I'm not a fortune teller, but I'm going to tell you a bit about the proposed research strategies in the post-COVID-19 era. Next slide, I give you a bit about the research granting investment from my organization. You can see from the 2017 to 2021. There's a big jump from 2019 to 2020. And you can see from 200 million baht to almost 800 million baht. The two big portions are from, because they asked us to manage the Genomic Thailand plan, the big plan. And also in that year, we invest a lot on COVID-19 research, particularly for the therapeutic comparative study and also the vaccine programs. And if we do a bit of analysis, you can see that the proportion of the HTA health technology assessment funding to the total funding for economic evaluation, it ranged from 20 to almost 50%. I give a figure not any meaning at all, because I really want to show you if the board member of the HITAP really want us to put a bit, increase a bit of the budget, talk to my director. Thank you. Next are the challenges. We all know that health particularly determined by many factors. For example, socio-cultural factors. And therefore, we have not to be naive that we can do only the health technology assessment. We have to think about the context, the environment, the system factors to study in the whole process, because we all know that we cannot rely on the research finding on the paper only. And the other thing is we have the bottlenecks when we grant the budget, the research budget to the researcher. One thing, we all know that we have a problem. Our regulation to use the public budget is not really flexible. We all know that we are adjusting. Anyway, we think that particularly in the pandemic situation, we need to, to quickly doing the research, and therefore we cannot wait too long. Things can be changed every time, every minute, and therefore we need to have the process very quick in terms of the granting and all budget allocation. And most important thing, because we talk to HITAP, we have a problem or shortage of the HTA researchers. We came here today because we really want to do the capacity building of HTA researchers, but also we need good quality HTA research as well. Last, we have a problem of backlog of research proposal today. Every year, HSRI got 10 to 15 topics to support the research, but we can grant only maybe a few numbers, 12 or 5. Some of them have been rejected because the quality problem. Some of them may not have any good researcher to do the research, and therefore we have to cross over the research proposal to be research or study in the next financial year. Next, the proposed research strategy. I have 2 more slides before I finish. I think I already read out about the health determined by many factors. Therefore, we think that when we think about the research proposal, we have to think about how we can integrate many disciplinaries side or research into together in order to get the more effective research finding. For example, we know that education, public transport, and other public welfare also have important or influence on the effectiveness of public policy. Apart from that, when we support the research study in HTA, we have 3 main objectives. One is the cost effectiveness, of course. The second one is the health system feasibility. We have to study feasibility because we all know that the system must be ready to adopt the technology and provide in a more coverage. Otherwise, there would be a problem of equity. And last one is the impact budget analysis. This question is actually from the policymaker because they have to plan for the budget beforehand. And next slide. Okay, sorry. Yep. And the other one, we think that we have to move from one-off study to have it's called maybe the cyclical process, because it's when we have the policy, the service benefit coverage policy, it's unfinished business. I can call that. We have to do the monitoring and evaluation policy in order to get the gaps of the policy and the practice to close the gap, particularly the equity concern. And the third one, I believe that we have to take this opportunity, to use we have the consumer data because all the digital technology advancement. I think we need to incorporate the medical data and also the consumer data together in order to get a very good HTA assessment study. And the fourth one, I think very important one, Dr. Suvit already told us, because we have to think about only to study the political domain as well. Because when we're going to put forward the policy, we have to know who the interest group are, and we can use or influence with that interest group in order to get our objective achievement. And last, for my proposed strategy, very important one, because we came here because we are going to connect and share the learning, and therefore I encourage you to have the international or regional corporate research together. That would be quick for us when we got trapped in the pandemic, in the upcoming pandemic, because we're going to have the big data and also I think one of the topics I really want to raise here is we can have this collaboration on equity-based study because even we have the cultural difference in many countries, I believe more or less we can learn from particularly the research tool and research design. Thank you very much for today. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you very much, Dr. Charay Vichathai, for the keynote speech. We would like to dedicate this time to Dr. Vandelaer to deliver his keynote speech. Dr. Vandelaer is the World Health Organization representative to Thailand, taking up office in October 2021. Prior to his current position, Dr. Vandelaer was the Regional Director for Emergencies in the World Health Organization Regional Office for Southeast Asia from October 2020. The video will be presented on the screen, and without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Vandelaer.
Delegates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I wholeheartedly welcome you all to the first in-person conference of the HTAsiaLink network with representatives from across Asia. The HTAsiaLink conference was last held in person in the Republic of Korea in 2019, and then in a hybrid format by Indonesia in 2021. This annual conference is, as you know, the flagship activity of the HTAsiaLink network, which has supported the development of health technology assessment in the region since 2011. HTAsiaLink 2022 will focus on the theme of the role of health technology assessment in the new normal, driving the post-COVID health system through evidence-informed decisions. So, you will be discussing the role of HTA going forward, for example, on applications of telehealth, and also exploring the use of real-world evidence as well as disruptive technologies. 100 abstracts were selected for oral and poster presentations, and this of course provides an opportunity for researchers to showcase their work and to receive feedback from global experts. Keeping the theme of this year's meeting in mind, that is, how the application of health technology assessment, or HTA, can support universal health coverage and how its role played out during the COVID-19 pandemic, it is good to remind us that HTA is a multidisciplinary approach that uses explicit methods to inform policy decisions for health. It has been used to support, for example, the defining of benefits packages or addressing policy-relevant questions for health globally. During COVID-19, HTA agencies have directed their efforts to support evidence needs of policymakers, including informing vaccination strategies. HTAsiaLink represents a regional approach to build capacity and strengthen collaboration on common issues, and the HTAsiaLink 2022 will cover various topics of interest. HTAsiaLink aims to strengthen individual and institutional capacity in HTA research and integration of HTA evidence into policy decisions across Asia. Currently, in the network, there are close to 50 organizational and associate members from more than 20 countries. In Asia, these represent members from across WHO Southeast Asia region and the WHO Western Pacific region. And with the recent joining by Kazakhstan, now also a country from the WHO European region is represented. HTAsiaLink is a platform that allows countries to benefit from sharing and learning from each other's experiences and reduce duplication of research efforts. It also facilitates networks among researchers in the field. In addition to its flagship conference, members engage in joint research projects and connect with other networks in HTA. During COVID-19, Initiatives such as the COVID-19 Research and Decision Support Initiative in Asia, also known as CORISIA, which included a regional study on vaccination certificates, also showcased regional collaboration among a few of the network members. So, what is the role of WHO in supporting evidence-informed decision-making and capacity building for HTA in the region? Well, WHO can do a capacity assessment of HTA at the regional level, as was done in HTA in Asia in 2016, and at global level, which was done in 2021. Our agency also supports issues of current and future interests, such as early HTA of COVID-19 vaccines, which was a collaboration between Singapore and Thailand. And it supports evidence to inform digital health technologies with Thailand. And WHO has the potential role in supporting initiatives on research for pandemic preparedness. Clearly, this conference is a milestone in developing health technology assessments in the region. And I wish you all a very successful and fruitful conference. Thank you very much.
Next, we will proceed to the last but not least keynote speaker. Dr. Kun, or Dr. Zhao Kun, is the HTAsiaLink President of 2022, the Chairperson of Scientific Committee, and Division Director of HTA China National Health Development Research Center, CNHDRC. Please welcome Professor Zhao Kun.
Dear friends and colleagues, on behalf of the 10th HTAsiaLink Secretary and the Board of the Directors, allow me to offer the warm greeting to all speakers, commenters, and all participants who are with us online and here in the Pattaya. Thailand is the breathtaking city known for the beautiful scenery. I would like to emphasize that we are a professional, friendly society dedicated to the learning and the networking and the capacity building for the members and the young generation of the research. In this capacity, we have the strong responsibility to contribute a better communication platform to all of you. I'm proud to be the part of the society which advocate to build the bridges and connect everyone involved in the HTA. As such, after 1 year of the vibrant meeting during the COVID-19, I'm excited and grateful that 10th HTAsiaLink annual meeting with the HTAsiaLink team has made a great effort on the convening its first on-site meeting at the Pattaya. It's a very beautiful place. That will be the opportunity for the HTAsiaLink community to come together for extraordinary discussion of the theme of this year's annual meeting, the role of the HTA in the new norm, driving the post-COVID health system through the evidence-informed decision-making. We all are aware that COVID-19 pandemic presented a challenge for the health system and the wider economic around the globe. It also created a challenge to the health technology assessment. Those challenges include how health system and HTA may adjust in response to the changes post-COVID-19 setting. In addition, the role of the real-world evidence in the further HTA community and the way of disruptive technology and the future application may need more insight. Let's discuss during the next 3 days, which I believe will be the extraordinary gathering for all the interested in HTA. It is tremendous the task to organize the meeting in such a scale. We generally appreciate all the support from the HTAsiaLink members and the local organization committees and also scientific committee and especially HTAsiaLink Secretary, HITAP, who helped organize this event and made it happen. I hope that our 10th annual meeting will provide great platform and all of you with the interest in HTA to gather the community of the peers and reflect on the role of HTA in the new norm. I believe that is this year, which the all solidarity and the team spirit of HTAsiaLink network, we can build on this together. Thank you, and I look forward to have you all on this year. Take care. Kun.
Ladies and gentlemen, the series of keynote speeches has officially come to an end. And right now, we would like to take this opportunity to have a group photo session on stage to mark the commencement of this important convocation.
Now, I'd like to invite HTAsiaLink board members, HITAP board members, and our keynote speaker on the stage. First, Dr. Mi Yong Charay, Dr. Izuna Ghazali, Mr. Benjamin Ong, Mr. Yingli Tommy Chen, Dr. Brendan Kearney, Dr. Budi Viveko, Dr. Vicharn Panich, Dr. Rungrueng Kitphati, Dr. Suvit Vipun Phol Praserat, Dr. Somsak Chunharat, Dr. Warawan Chandoi Vit, Dr. Yot Jirawathananont และ Dr. Charay Vichathai. To the right, please. To your left, sorry. All right. 1, 2, 3.